there are so many arrangements, so many moves that have become part of the canon, really. Yeah. Flying Dutchman, the Berlin Airlift, the Mazel Tov cocktail, the Henry Kissinger, the Lazy Bear. I mean, there's just so many. You got to get good at all of them. When you get to the level that I'm at with ribbon, when you get to an Olympic level, your repertoire has to be immense. For me, I think that's where I distinguish myself. About a year ago is as a tribute to the Kents Hill student body who have been so supportive of me and have really helped me along the way with this dream. I've decided that I was going to name all of my signature moves after Kents Hill students, and that helps me to honor what those students have done for me. I might start with an E Ford, and then go into a couple T Tandies, and then, get everything ready with a B sharp before moving into some other things. And then some of the stuff that draws the crowd in, usually those are my brothers, and so like I might bust out a Brother Tishman. I might go right from a Brother Tishman into a Brother Keating. I might do a Brother Cockrell, which could be either brother, so like that kind of keeps the crowd guessing. And that's when I start just, hitting them with the real signature stuff. That's when I come out with the Shirtless Haze, or I come out with the Hellboy. I might bust out the Downtown Karen Brown, out of nowhere. Go from the Downtown Karen Brown to a Flaming Ginger. I can go into a McNuggets. I can go from McNuggets, if I want to bring things back down a little bit, I'll go with a carrot cake, and just let the carrot cake sit there, for almost like a 5-second count, which is an eternity when you're doing ribbon, because the crowd's just waiting. And then I either come with the Santa Claus, where I bring the presents, and if you've ever seen my routine, you know what I mean by that. I either bring the presents as Santa, or if I want to keep them completely in the dark, I'll come with the Mike Jones, leaving them, I come out Mike Jones and they say, who? They don't know what I'm up to next. And so sometimes, I'll draw them back in, a couple Twin Towers of Z, maybe a Pride of the Maritimes, a PRJ, a Young Miles, any of those moves. Then get the judges back on my side. And then, usually one or two Billy franchises, maybe a Chuck D, depending on the mood, a Steve Tracehausen, that's depending on my energy level. And then usually my finales, I'll either come with a James Brown, or if I feel like if I feel like I've created something really special, I'll end with the law firm of Bok Choy, Kaiser, and Charlton, and that usually is Good Night Nurse. I usually go home with not only the top medal, but the 3 or 4 medals beneath it that they can't even think to give to anybody else. We've had a couple dress down days. Those have been much less successful, oddly. It's almost as if, this is going to sound paranoid, but it's almost like the students kind of are intentionally not dressing down on those days. So we made $37 in the last dress down day, and that just seems, and I know skiing was away, but that just seems really low. The local business community has come out in support of my Olympic dreams and my training. I'm doing a variety of commercial spots for the Fayette store. After a hard day of ribbon, there's only one place I go, the Fayette store. What's that, ribbon? You want some pizza? If you've had the buffalo chicken wrap at the Fayette store, I mean, you'd do commercials for them. is. Olympic Committee. This is the day. Okay. Dear Mr. Hodgin, very proud of you.
Dear Monsieur Hodgin, you have received compensation for the endorsements by the establishment, the Fair Country Store. Therefore, you have forfeited your amateur status as an athlete, and in effect, making you ineligible for the Olympics. Yours truly, Jacques Roche, President, International Olympic Committee.
That is not acceptable. That is not acceptable to me. Put that in there. Olympics. Eight. You can go right back out of town. I wrote Dear Olympics, I hate you. No more interviews. No more. That's it. When the Olympic Committee's ruling came down, I was very quick to try to contest it and debate it with them, and that was just me being frustrated. But when I look on it now, it was my mistake. I should not have taken the money for endorsements that I did from the Fayette store. I crossed the line between amateur sport and really sport for profit. I have not given up on ribbon. I've given up on my dream. I will not compete at the Olympics in ribbon. But what I can do, what I am doing, is training that next generation of ribbon athletes. I believe that by introducing young people to the great, proud, beautiful sport of ribbon, that we will start something very real, very important. I can instill in my athletes the same values for the sport that I grew up with. Yeah, dedication, stick-to-itiveness, thrift, general gastrointestinal integrity, and that's what drives me now. I think that ribbon is the future. Ribbon is beautiful. We are ribbon, and ribbon is us.
We're here with Johanna Geik. She's a student. Are you proud of Mr. Hodgin?
Of course.
What do you think of what he's doing?
I wouldn't put it on Facebook, but